Hello, this is Mandy Abraham with your thought for the day. Open gardens are very popular in villages throughout the month of June, and I had the opportunity and privilege of attending two such events in our locality. I was greatly impressed with the quality of the gardens on display and grateful to the owners for their willingness to offer hospitality to so many visitors as they trampled through their beautiful gardens. With my friend, I walked through the variety of open gardens and appreciated the scope and wonder of what was on display. A number of the gardens extended through woodland paths right down to the River Ouse. It was a beautiful day, and the river was very still and tranquil, where visitors could linger, finding moments of relaxation and refreshment. Trees of various kinds grew along the riverside as well as in the gardens themselves, a huge variety, some tall and majestic and straight, their leaves rustling melodically in the gentle breeze, some gnarled and old with huge trunks, having weathered many storms and demonstrating such strength and fortitude, some with visible roots running just below the ground, extending to the nearest water source, some with trunks or branches twisted round each other, yet each thriving in mutual dependence. It was like every one of them had a story to tell of growth, strength and endurance. I actually found this quite a spiritual experience, as I believe that God speaks to us so much through the natural world and the wonders of His creation. It was particularly through looking at the trees that God specifically spoke to me. Many of these trees would have been hundreds of years old, yet they were still green, fruitful, beautiful and majestic, each in their own way. It reminded me of Psalm 1 in the Bible, which tells us that a person who delights in God is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season and whose leaf does not wither. Many of the trees, particularly those that grow along the edge of the river, bear testimony to the fact that this is true. And even the other trees that were further away from the river nevertheless send out their roots to the nearest water source in order to thrive. This is a wonderful picture to show that God wants us to thrive like these trees and to draw from Him the life that He alone can give us when we choose to trust in Him and receive what Jesus called living water from Him as our source, one that never runs dry no matter what the weather of our lives. God also spoke to me about the endurance of the trees in all seasons and how, even when they are pruned and cut back, they may look quite ugly and bare for a season. However, a healthy tree will always regenerate itself. New life and growth will come, even from a stump, and over time the tree will recreate itself in all its magnificence and beauty. How true that can be for our lives when we go through seasons of pruning or feel like things are cut off from our lives, which cause pain and hardship. Just like the laws of nature, we can be recreated in the Creator's hands, and new life and beauty can re-emerge from that which may appear dead or broken. Finally, as I listened to the wind rustling through the leaves in some of the taller trees, there was a message communicating to my heart that reminded me that God is there in all the seasons of our lives. Just as the trees go through the various seasons and adapt to them, continuing to grow and thrive, so as we trust in Him, He will tend to us, provide for us, and bring us through the winter seasons of our lives. Let us learn the lessons that nature teaches us and take God at His word, so that we can find the hope, reassurance and encouragement that this brings. Thank you for listening.